All right, so welcome, Dr. Luiza Raab-Pontecorvo. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for doing it today. I'm really excited.
Yes, we are. This is exciting because this is a first of its kind in Master Leadership where we are presenting live and we're presenting really valuable stuff. So tell us about your path to leadership, your journey, and what you're doing now.
Well, my path to leadership is connected with helping a special young generation because not only as a musician who spent years performing music and teaching music to other students, especially when I came to United States and I started working with 3 universities here in New York. So there was a lot of impact done through music, but I also met love of my life here in the United States, my dear husband, and both of us really, enjoy martial arts. That was his passion. It is his passion. It's passion of mine. We met in martial arts school, and it ended up we opened up martial arts school together to have this one thing which connects both of us, that thing which we create and give to the world. And through martial arts, we really discovered a huge need for helping young generation in developing quality character and of course becoming a leader, because the whole essence of martial arts is don't follow others, don't do what's wrong, don't look at others, but be a leader for society. And the young generation really needs a lot of direction in that. So we really evolved our program. We turned it into more than martial arts. We turned it into leadership program. We have actually Storm Team special team of role models, which actually has extra classes like electro classes about leadership as well. So that's a little story.
You've summarized it quite well. I love it. But you're also modest in that, you say, yeah, you're a musician and you come here, you get 3 universities, but you've also played at Carnegie Hall.
Yes. Well, I think I have to say that when I grew up in Poland, at some point I realized I need to develop extreme confidence to reach my dreams. There was quite a lot of discrimination for female brass players the time when I was at school, when I was doing my master's. There were only 3 girls in the country playing brass. So I realized that, feeling the discrimination around, I decided to move to United States because I knew I wanted to be a musician. So yes, I reached my dreams here. I'm feeling very blessed because I spent many years in Carnegie Hall. I feel like Carnegie Hall is my second home. I played many Broadway shows, and definitely Carnegie Hall, which was my biggest dream, happened to me. And I probably played over 50 concerts there. So I'm very fortunate, very blessed.
How wonderful. So not only are you a badass musician, you're a badass, martial artist, but you're also a badass leader. And I love that about you. We connected, I think over a year ago, but it was instant connection. It was through a Tony Robbins event. And immediately it's like, you're my soul sister. And I have several, but I select them carefully. But you're certainly one of them. And I love who you are in this world, Luiza. And you know this. Anyway, but I want the world to know. You're
Thanks,
awesome.
thank you. It's interesting you're mentioning Tony Robbins because, it wasn't easy, maybe that music and martial art, it all sounds so wonderful, but the truth is there was a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, a lot of feeling alone and, kind of having my dreams, but really seeing that I need to become a leader for myself. I have to discover how to be super strong, how to be super confident, how not to live in resentment as well, how to forgive some people. And, I always felt that being a true leader is not just being confident, but it's having all these beautiful qualities of character inside of yourself. And being humble is one of them. And being confident and knowing your worth is another one of them. So Tony Robbins was really an incredible journey for me. It is still today because I'm part of Platinum Partners of Tony Robbins now. And the truth is, this is the program in which I finally aligned my values, because when I came to United States, I just focused on my career. I was just working and focusing on my PhD and then my, music, concerts and shows. And then I forgot about myself. So Tony Robbins helped me to really look at my life in such a holistic way. And I think that's what true leadership is. It's not just, showing other people how confident you are, but showing other people how to live successfully in the relationships, in your career, and having finances set. And that was a huge journey for me, which kind of probably leads us towards what we'll be doing today, because a few years ago, I would never think that I'm going to be a person who'll be investing in Bitcoin, that I'll be doing venture capital investments, and that I'll be going around the world, not as a musician, but investing in real estate.
That is fantastic. And I love that. You certainly walk the talk. All right, Luiza. So this is exciting because one of the things that we talked about, we're collaborating on, is this presentation that we're going to do. You brought this to me. You added value to me. And so now, we thought we've got to share this. This is what brought us together to this moment right now, where we want to add value to other people by showing them what we're offering, right?
Yes.
So let's start.
I'm going to share my screen here. And we're going to take a journey to North Cyprus, absolutely incredible island. And it's the island I really fell in love with. I have to say that when I went there, it was like being in a little paradise I discovered I never knew about. So some people call it humble heaven. And the color of the water is exactly what you find there. It's a beautiful place. And Cyprus is actually located right on Mediterranean Sea. And we'll be talking today about this northern part of Cyprus. So the slides I'm going to be showing you are connected with an incredible project which we are building. But above all, for me, this is the place where I started investing outside of US. I discovered incredible opportunities here. These opportunities go far beyond just real estate and buying something, selling, or buying and renting. But for many people, I feel this will become second home. So as you can see right here, we'll be talking about this part, as I mentioned, where a very special community is being built right now in beautiful location to 3 major cities in Cyprus and 40-minute drive from airport. So it's super convenient. If you are American, it's just easy trip to Istanbul and then short transfer and then 1-hour flight to Ercan in order to get to that center part of Cyprus. Now, what attracted me the most is everything you can see. I mean, it's absolutely jewel in Mediterranean. The over 300 days of sunshine, it's something you can't find anywhere else. But above all, it's not just the beautiful nature, but also the quality in the country itself, high level of education, high level of medicine. Like there are actually 27 international universities in North Cyprus. That's what I discovered, which was shocking for me. So it's not a place which is known by people by being a Turkish Cyprus, but it is actually a very, very international community. Lots of nationalities from Russia, from England, from Sweden, some Americans as well, more and more Americans, because as you know, Lily, Americans are used to going to Mexico, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, but more and more of them they start looking at other places. And, the truth is, these places I just mentioned are already so oversold, I would say, that if you find a jewel, that's the place to go. And in a way, North Cyprus is still not discovered, and some smart people and smart investors are looking at it now. And Forbes just recently announced it as #1 beachfront property in year 2021. So
yes, that really intrigued me. Also, one of the questions that I asked, because I am so used to the Caribbean, I'm from Puerto Rico. And so my hesitation here was, what's the weather like? You're right by the water. So that's a little dangerous. So tell us about that.
That's a great question. I'm glad you're asking, because we know what just happened to Mexico, right? They just had another hurricane. So North Cyprus actually is located 80 kilometers from the land of Turkey. So the distance between North Cyprus and Turkey is so short that despite that it's only water, there's not enough distance for the wave to actually be strong in order to create flooding. So it's actually extremely safe country. and you did not have any hurricanes or tornadoes for many, many, many years, if ever. It's absolutely safe.
All
And that
right.
was actually one of the first things I asked when I came there. I'm like, okay, sunshine, it's wonderful. But what about, the weather? Because one of the properties I invested in is located right on the beach. So that was something I was investigating. So I was very happy to hear that.
And you and I think the same.
Yes. I mean, I was looking at investment in Puerto Rico, and it's great as far as banking system and connection with US, and low taxes, but it's right there in that narrow piece which is constantly being washed over. So I don't know if I want that stress in my life. So I was very happy to hear about safety as far as the weather, but also, talking about safety, Lily, I wanted to share that North Cyprus is extremely safe as far as crime. There is less than 1% of crime, which I think is extremely important, especially looking what's happening around the world. So that's why this is one of the places where families can easily move and enjoy their life and feel safe. People don't even lock their doors.
Nice.
Anyway, so let me just show you a little bit what is Cyprus equipped with, how many beautiful opportunities it has, because people know it as a place of vacations. And yes, you can see beautiful places for hiking, sightseeing, beautiful beaches with azure waters, but it's also a very historical place. I visited recently 12th century Abbey. It was absolutely gorgeous. Definitely lots of water sports, and one of the major cities, Kyrenia. I mean, you can see there's history everywhere. This is a beautiful harbor with these gorgeous fishermen boats, restaurants all along the shore here. I'm in love with that place. And this castle here, which you see on the bottom, you can actually see it as you're sitting in the harbor and enjoying a delicious dinner, which, by the way,
Mediterranean food, yes.
yes, exactly. But something about that food, Lily, because I just came back from Cyprus. I was there for a month and I was enjoying steaks every single night, different types of steaks. And seriously, the food is not only delicious, but it's super cheap. I paid for steak like $10 to $13. If you get a glass of wine and appetizer in amazing restaurant, you pay $20, $25. So it's definitely a place for also those who don't like cooking too much, but like eating very good
And
food.
it's great food. Mediterranean, food is healthy for you. I want to kind of back up a little bit because, talking about things to do, that's important, especially, when you're going on vacation and you love the beach. I love the beach. Yes. But that's not all I want to do. I remember going on vacation one time and all there was beach. I was there for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And
After 5 days, it's enough, right?
yeah, so this is great. Okay.
Absolutely. I love it because, not only you go to the beach, but you drive to one of the cities we mentioned before, and you can see so many historical places. When I was there and I met this beautiful Swedish couple, and I told them, I feel like there's an energy in this island, some energy I can't explain. She said, well, you don't know you're on island of Aphrodite, the goddess of love. I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even think about it. She said, well, that's why you see all these gorgeous old places, monasteries and abbeys. So there's history all around and you can feel it. You really feel that energy.
I
Yes.
love energy. I love it. Yes.
And look at this. I mean, those are the beaches, golden sand. There are rocky beaches and sandy beaches. But something North Cyprus is famous from is it's a place where they actually raise the turtles. Like you can actually see hundreds of little turtles on Alagadi beach. It's very famous that people come there. They take these turtles from these little nests, which are marked with like a white triangles, and then they put them to the water because for these little creatures, it's actually, difficult to get to the water. So, but those are the views, those of you who are from United States and, Montauk and Hamptons, right at the end of Long Island, where we actually both live, famous Montauk, famous Hamptons, you find something similar, but even more gorgeous, like the eastern part of North Cyprus. It's called Karpaz, and this is exactly the golden beach there. You can actually see wild donkeys. They will, if you have cards, they'll put their head inside the car to take cards from you. It's absolutely adorable. This is the type of living. You can, rent a beautiful beach house on the water and come for vacations and either swim in the pools or in the ocean, the sea, I should say. Something what I really liked is there's really no seaweed, very, very little. You can see the water through. I know Mexico is now struggling a lot with seaweed. And when I went to Cancun 2 months ago, I couldn't even breathe. There was such a smell of seaweed from the shore, and hopefully it will get better, right?
Right.
But here, I mean, see-through water and just such a pleasure to swim in.
Great.
The beautiful part is there's so many different communities being developed because, as I said, Cyprus is being discovered now. And there are many investors coming from Germany, Sweden, Russia. One of the ways Cyprus is earning money, one, it's definitely a very high level of education. I mentioned those universities. There's over 110,000 international students. But also another way is organic farming, because Cyprus government does not promote pesticides. So any food you buy in the store is healthy, organic food. They don't even have to name it organic. Also, casinos are bringing lots of money to the country. And then real estate. Real estate because of, we mentioned low cost of living, because of amazing nature and history and safety and education.
Beautiful.
So here, I wanted to show you one of the communities with these beautiful villas. Something my husband loves a lot is playing golf. And we are looking here at Skyline Villas and Homes, located very close to international, beautiful golf course. And I just want to show it to you so you can see the lifestyle, not only how beautiful this place is, but also, accommodations inside. I mean, you can, this is the place where you can spend your life,
Love it,
So,
love it.
yes, and I know we will be doing, I think, one more podcast, right, about Skyline. So we are going to invite you guys for that. But right now, just little hint, about these beautiful places. I would like to introduce you to Win Campus, a project which is very, very special to my heart. And I know when we spoke together, we were very, very excited because it is really built for entrepreneurs and coaches. It's located right here. You can see that little pin in Mersinlik. That's the place mentioned by Forbes, particularly that beach as a place of investment. And if we go to the next slide, you can see a huge project built in 2 phases: Win Campus, the Technopark and Arena. Technopark located right at the front, and then Arena on the back, more towards the mountain. There is a completion of the project, the very first phase already coming up in 8 months. So people will be receiving the keys, the lucky ones. And then in summer 2021, as we speak, they started the pre-launch phase of the second phase.
Beautiful.
So here we are. This is the first part, called Technopark. Interesting name for it because it's located right in the nature, but it's very technology oriented. It is actually a place of the research. We are bringing 4 researchers here. There are already 3 spots reserved, and they will be leading the research right in the center of the whole community, the neuroscience research, osteopathy, and craniosacral release. That's why you can see there will be many offices built within the facility, amphitheater sitting. You can see restaurants, swimming pools. We'll show you some beautiful slideshows about that. But definitely, you can find so many different things in the project. And we call it a technopark because there'll be a lot of use of technology. You can order the food from the restaurant and have it delivered to your room.
I love it.
I know,
and that cycling thing. Talk to us about that, because I think we can earn margaritas or something doing exercise.
I love it. This is your idea and my idea. This is our upgrade. Right now, you can earn a free juice when you do like 30-40 minutes of actually bicycle cycling, because you're creating an energy for cleaning the pools, right? For the pumps. So everything is self-sufficient, not just food, which will be delivered from the farm nearby, but also the community will have solar panels and technology in the gyms. So you're producing energy and then you get the
I
juice.
love the gaming component. I think it's so smart.
Yes. I
You-
say, we should do an hour workout for Margarita, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, everything's operated with smart home system. So you can set it up before you even come home. And
Beautiful.
then augmented reality, will be used, for example, in the gym where you have the glasses, everything will be operated from your phone. You can check alkalinity of the water, temperature, see the menu in the restaurant. So definitely very, very high tech.
Awesome. Love it.
Very tech, yes. And everything what you see here, it's so beautiful. It's right at the front of you, especially if you live in the front row. One of our friends just bought the apartment, right, Lily? So this will be her
Yes.
view as well. Oh, I'm so excited for her. As you can see here, there will be not just places for beach chairs, but there are actually hidden in the greenery the charging stations for your computers, so you can just sit down there and relax. And the coolest thing, months October, November, December, January, the temperature goes down to maybe 65, so you take a warm jacket and you just sit outside, enjoy beautiful view.
Love it. Love it. Look at
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful paths to walk and admire the views and sitting areas. You see those kind of standing
Yes.
thing.
So they're like pods, like little
Exactly,
pods that
pods.
you can, okay,
Yes,
fantastic. All
yes,
right.
exactly. Yes. And then the second phase of Wind Campus is called Arena. Here it is. You can see right in the center of it, there's a pool, but actually underneath the pool, you have a business center. And in the business center, here's the research center in the first part of the facility. In the research center, there will be actually offices as well for infrared sauna, for hydrotherapy, for hyperbaric chamber. So many natural modalities in the first part. When the second part, the arena, is very business oriented. Not only there's a 300 sitting business center for organizing different events, and people who actually own apartments there, they will be able to use these facilities, but also other things like seminar rooms, recording studios for musicians, for podcasters. So it's definitely a place where there will be a lot of things happening connected with.
Yeah, collaboration, community. This is what I love about this. You've thought of
Yes.
everything. Look at this.
So that's the center inside, beautiful. And then, as you can see, working spaces. There will be 30 offices also created where people can come with their own clients and, do whatever they need to do, whatever business they run. So,
I love this because the concept is to create a business where you can work from anywhere. Then this is certainly a place that
yes.
supports that.
Yes, absolutely. And, many people really run their businesses virtually right now. The world changed, the lifestyle changed. So this is absolutely perfect place for that. Here's a few other rooms inside, as you can see, for conferences. And of course, amazing dining with delicious food, swimming pools.
Let's talk a little bit about the swimming pools, because another question that I had was, I used to like swimming pools when I was little, but I know that chlorine does a number on your body. And that's one of the things I asked, is this salt water? But this is a new technology.
So I'm glad you're mentioning it, because I feel the same way. I actually don't swim in the swimming pools because of chlorine, and then I get bad allergy on my skin. But something that made me super excited about these pools, they are using the E-Clear cleaning system, which doesn't use chemicals. So not only have a choice of beautiful Mediterranean Sea and healthy pools.
I love it, love it. Oh, so after you work hard, you can play hard.
Yes, and then relax. Yes, lots of spa treatments. By the way, we don't have a picture about that, but the entrance to the gym is a waterfall. And then when you come to it, it has a sensor, it stops, and then you enter the gym. Can you imagine? I said the very first time when you come, you should be blessed and you should just go through the water.
You know what would be funny, to just videotape people to see their reaction, right? They're looking at the
Yes.
waterfall. How am I going to get
How
there?
am I supposed to go? It's the test for your faith, right?
Right.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes. So here we go to what type of properties there are. And something what really attracted me also about the Wind Campus is not just it's a community for really heart-centered and very creative entrepreneurs and coaches, but there are a lot of different opportunities for people to really live there or to buy a place and rent. The range and variety of place, of sizes and prices is incredible. You can really invest for as little as $77,000 and be right there, walking to the beach, live in the studio apartment or rent that studio apartment, because they will have actually an office which will be helping owners rent their place. Because many people now, they choose few places to live. Like my dream is to live between Poland, US, and Cyprus. So I completely see myself at some part of my life to be few months in different spot. So you can see studio apartments in the ground floor and the top floor. And by the way, some important regulation which also attracted me to North Cyprus is you cannot build properties higher than 2 floors. People who will live in Wind Campus, they will have unobstructed view of Mediterranean. Either they live on the garden floor or on the second floor.
Yeah, to us New Yorkers, that's really, really precious, because in New York, we can buy, someplace and we could have a great view. All of a sudden there isn't. So this is really awesome. And one of the things that I want to also look at is the price point. When I saw this, I'm like, wow, this is something that could be doable.
Exactly. It is very doable for many people. So that's the appealing part about Cyprus and about this particular community, because you can invest as little as around $77,000 for a studio apartment, or you can go to the 1-bedroom apartment, again on the garden or in penthouse. You can have 2-bedroom apartments. Yeah, you can see them, beautiful ones right here. The whole front line in Wind Campus with the view and nobody else at the front of you are all 2-bedroom apartments. They're gorgeous. And something very interesting, in the second phase in Arena, there are these gorgeous bungalows where you can actually have your own pool, and the bungalows are built like into the ground. So nobody can see you. Your basement, you can actually make a swimming pool be your basement wall.
What?
So you can see a swimming pool from your basement. It's really something very, very special. Yes, yes. So look, you can invest $181,000 approximately for a 3-bedroom penthouse apartment. I mean, that is just mind-blowing. Or you can go for a freestanding villa with your own swimming pool, with your built-in pit for the fire, 3 bedrooms on the top. You enter the pool from your terrace, absolutely gorgeous, and your own garden around. And the best part is really the financing, because this is where the opportunity truly comes in. In order to buy these properties, you need to pay 30% down payment, and then you're able to split the rest of your loan into 24 monthly payments for 0% interest. And that's a no-brainer for someone who really would like to buy it as a second home or move, or buy it as a real estate investment and rent it. I have to tell you that when I was there, one German person came in and bought 8 properties.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, he's not going to be living in it.
Right.
He's renting it or he's buying it now. Well, the reason these prices are so low is because we are investing properties in pre-launch phase. Mm-hmm. We don't have a slideshow because that'll be too long for today, but the property is already being built. Those villas in the front row, people will be getting the keys to these villas in a few months. Right. So they're in the process of building it, but these prices are still considered pre-launch phase. So people who are very, very smart, they're going to be buying these properties, and some of them will actually sell these properties the moment when they will be built.
Fantastic. Now, Luiza, for those who are listening, those who are tuning in, we've created an opportunity where you can actually get more information if you're interested in really grabbing this. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so we will be organizing virtual meetings, like a little tour through the property where we can show you also plans of the apartments inside, so you can see there are ways of even dividing some of these apartments so you can have a living space for yourself, locked and separated from the other part of the space which you could rent. So we'll be going more in depth. We already have 3 dates coming up during the next couple of weeks for people who would like to join us virtually. So there will be a link in the comments of the video here. So just click the link and book which spot works for you the best. And if it ends up that the date doesn't work for you, still register for one of the dates. And if we see you missed it, we're going to contact you and we'll set up the meeting for you.
It's empoweredluxuryliving.com. So make sure you click on that and schedule something with us, and we'll answer any question you'd want to really look at this.
Absolutely. It's always important to open your mind to opportunities because there are so many of them. And sometimes, taking that one little step can open the door to something what you've never even imagined. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I'm very excited to many people who are taking that step and learning, because in the process, it's not even about investing there. It's about learning that opportunity exists. And I have to tell you, I just spoke with one of my dear friends who is now in the situation that she's not financially able yet to make any move. She's preparing for that. But she said, you know what? I'm so happy I saw this opportunity, because now I feel that there are beautiful things in the world and it is something I can strive for, something I'm looking forward to. So she's like, now it gave her energy to take more action in her everyday life in order to put that 30% down and take that opportunity.
All right. So Luiza, that was a wonderful, wonderful tour. Thank you so much. You've been such a special person in my heart and in my life. You've opened opportunities for me. You've expanded my mind. And I love that you share opportunities with us. Thank you for adding value to me and to those who are tuning in.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And I truly wish to everyone to have that confidence to really open yourself up for other opportunities, because there's so many of them in the world. This is one of them. So if we can contribute our knowledge as much as we can to your life, we're here for you. We are here to take you on the beautiful journey through Cyprus and to inspire you for many things, to inspire you for traveling. Everybody are missing traveling right now, but you know what? We have to keep ourselves strong emotionally. This way we know life will be better, but we have to take steps now. We cannot live under that fear, in that worry mode. We have to just look. There are other people who are taking actions right now as we speak. And that's what I believe in. That's what keeps me going every day. So, I'm here to answer the questions, and I love everyone, and I wish everyone strength and really strong health. I look forward to seeing you guys in our meetings.
All right. Take care. Have a great day.